I'm hoping everyone's okay. We had some technical difficulties, but I'm up. If you can see me, please, use the chat, say hi, hello, let me know where you're from. I am going to click here now just to see if I'm live. Give me 1 minute. And I don't see myself, so let me just see. Give me 1 minute. Okay. All right, I know Richard can see me, but I can't see me, which is really funny because I am on my channel. Okay, Richard, are you able to see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, I may ask you to read out things because for right now, I am not able to see myself. So I am going to go and switch accounts. All right, give me 1 second, everybody.
Oh, wait, because you're in RestRelaxationReiki.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see if it lets me do it. And the switching accounts helps me. Okay, I see people on. Thank you for letting me know you're on. And let's just see, live stream. Okay, I can see it. Yay, got it under 1 account. Now let's see if I see the chat because I'm not seeing the chat. Let's see. Okay, hi Flowerful, I see you. Hi Empress, I'm seeing the chat now. Emma, Anita, Rajiv, Prashant. Lovely to see all of you. We're gonna wait a few minutes before I go into everything. Just to make sure more people come on, especially since I was late, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, hi Sarah, Rita or Rita, whichever one, I'm sorry. Karen, Metallic Doritos. Now that sounds interesting. Lovely to see all of you here. It's a beautiful day here in Jersey. There's no humidity, at least where I'm at. No humidity, the sun's out, and the sky was clear, and so it was really pretty. Hi Nell, nice to see you. Hi Savita, hi Caroline, Ellen, Angelica. Lovely to see all of you. Well, today I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things, and I'll look back on the chat in a minute. But I wanted to go into today how to deal with the energy around us. Most of us are very sensitive to energy. And there's been a lot of issues just with coronavirus and with the changes that are happening in our society. And change is good. We need change. So the challenge comes, how do we deal with it on a vibrational level? How do we accept the change and move forward without being swallowed with the turmoil? And that's a challenge a lot of us face. For many of us, we need to drink more water. We need to rest more. We need to acknowledge that we need self-care. And that's challenging because a lot of us have homes or careers or families, something else that takes a lot of our time. So my goal today is to go into ways that I'm doing, of things I'm doing, and things that may help you as well. Now I'm just gonna take a look really quickly in here. Okay, Bella, nice to see you. Rinku. One thing I wanted to let everyone know, I wanted to get into some of the regular detail stuff before we go into the energy work, is I will have a new posting schedule for YouTube videos. I will be posting 1 to 2 times a week. I haven't figured out the days yet, but I am working with more people, and the universe wants me to focus on creating new classes for people. So therefore, I won't be able to post as many videos. I'll still be posting every day, making infused photos, news updates, anything that may help you. But the videos may just go for a little while, at least until I get the classes done, for 1 to 2 a week. And it's going to start next week. Okay, you're welcome, Sarah. I'm just seeing some people's voices. Hi. Okay, yes, Empress, you caught me live. Thanks, Caroline, for being here, too. Everybody from all around the world. It's wonderful, especially since there's a lot of time differences. Besides the posting schedule, another change is coming up. I'm going on vacation at the end of this upcoming week. I need to get away. Big time. I need to recharge. And for me, that's usually by the ocean. When I get to the ocean, I get to recharge. That's when the universe really does large downloads. So I know I need that week afterwards to put more into effect. So starting the 19th, I will be away until, let's see, the 28th. I will be creating some posts ahead of time. I may not be able to post every day, but there may be a post every other day. And if I can post every day, that'll be wonderful. You'll see them up. And the posts are, what I'm talking about is YouTube community. It's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's Tumblr, it's LinkedIn. So they'll have posts, but it may not be as frequently, excuse me. Okay. Okay, hi NYTOR. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I just wanted to acknowledge you. Another thing really quickly coming up that's really exciting is the Reiki Summit. Now, what's exciting about this summit, it's not a Reiki Summit, the summit. The summit is hosted by my friend Cindy. Cindy has been a fan of my channel for a long time, and she wanted to help people, and she's such a wonderful and generous soul. She wanted to work on the energetic healing of money wounds. Now, money wounds are what I would call challenges we've had in the past that have festered, that have affected the abundance and prosperity you bring in. I will have a special video that's exclusive just to that summit. So if you want to get that video, which is Reiki to assist with the energetic healing of money wounds, please sign up for it. I have a post on my YouTube community page, but you can also go to cindyfan57.com. And let me see if I can do it, post it here, if it'll let me. I'm going to try seeing, because last time it wouldn't let me. Nope, it won't let me. So, Richard, I am going to ask if you could post it for them.
The summit?
Yes, the summit is the website is Cindy, C-I-N-D-Y, Fay, F-A-Y, 57.com. And CindyFay57.com.
All one?
All one.
F-A-Y?
F-A-Y. When you see it, sign up for it. When you sign up for it, it will let you receive the link for the actual presentations. I did a presentation. I talked with Cindy about Reiki and how it helps you and about the energetic healing of these wounds. So please sign up if you want to get the link to the video, because the video will not be on YouTube. That you're not going to find, it's on YouTube, but it will not be public. So that's the one way to get that video.
What, one more time, Cindy Fay 57?
Yes, CindyFay57.com. Okay, were you able to post?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. All right, and it is posted. Rest Relaxation Reiki -Rich has it. What I will also do is post it in the description so that you can get it. Michael, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's always wonderful to see you here. Michael's another fan. He's another wonderful, well, I'm going to call motivator. And because you motivate people, Michael, whether you realize it or not, you always bring such positive energy to everything. NYTOR, thank you also. It's lovely to see you here on the super chat, on the chat, on the live stream. And I appreciate you appreciating me. Thanks. All right, let's get into some information. One way of how to deal with the energy around us. What you may not realize is that when you ground, not only do you get earth energy, but you also release. Now, most of us know we can ground, by visualizing tree roots or sitting next to a tree or sitting in the grass. But if you lay on the floor, if you're resting on a floor and your head is on the floor, your back and your legs, what you can do is ask the earth to send you energy through the back of your chakras. Your chakras receive earth energy. and they receive all types of energy. The back of the chakras. Most people don't realize there's a front and then there's a back. The back is where you receive energy, and the front is where you let out energy. So if you are resting on the ground and you ask the earth to send you energy, it will send energy through the back of your chakras. It will help not only, quote unquote, ground you, but it will help you feel better. It may take a little while to try. What you can do is use my Reiki for grounding video. And I'm going to ask Richard if you can open another tab and see if you can get the Reiki for grounding video or the Reiki for grounding playlist.
Yep.
And that will help. If you use both at the same time, you will notice a change. I was doing that the other day. I was testing it out, and I couldn't believe how much it really helped. I was really energized afterwards. Okay. Oh,
I
excuse me.
have an issue with YouTube Studio, so it's taking a minute.
Okay, no problem. I'm just going to look really quickly. Okay, hi Empress. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, isn't it amazing what we can learn? And it is so cool to learn things. So remember, the back of the chakras is where you receive energy. A lot of people will go into a restaurant or into a room, and they'll have the back of the room, their back to the door, and they will feel the energy when someone comes in. And that's because it's not only your aura, but your chakras are open and they are perceiving information. So I'm really highly going to recommend try this every day. Even if you just do it for 5 minutes, it can help, especially if you use the video. Okay, now here's another thing you can do. I recommend Donna Eden all the time. Donna Eden is, I think, a gift to the universe, a gift to us on Earth. She can see energy, and she can see patterns of energy. It's not just seeing the aura. She sees beyond that. She sees the chakras, the meridians. She sees all that. One exercise that Donna Eden has is the crown pull. What it does, it helps open up your energy channels so that you can release and allow fresh energy in. Now, to do the crown pull, first of all, she does have it on her website, and I am actually going to put, I will put all of this in the description and the comment section after it's done when I post it, hopefully by tomorrow. So grounding crown pull. Because I know that chat will disappear and a lot of you won't see it, and a lot of you won't have the chance to look at it today. You take your hands, and I like to place my fingers by my temples, and you put your fingers in the middle of your forehead, and you slowly stretch out. Breathe in and breathe out. You may want to do it again. I do it sometimes 2 or 3 times. Breathe in as you're pulling it apart and hold for, a couple of seconds and breathe out. Then you continue to do that through your whole head. You just continue to do it. What you're doing is making room for energy in your head to release all of the thoughts, the ideas, and allow fresh energy in. Now you continue doing it into the back of your head too. When you you go through your neck, get to the top of your shoulders, breathe in there, and hold for a little bit longer if you can. And when you finish, pull your fingertips across your shoulder down, and then shake your hands out. And when you shake your hands out, I always put my hands out afterwards, like this, and imagine white light cleaning anything that was released. I will give you the link to the full exercise. No one explains it like Donna does, but it will help you as well with all this crazy energy around us. Yes, guys, you caught a live stream. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed the past trauma. Thank you very much. I was hoping you would. Okay. Oh, thank you, Annabella. One other thing I forgot to mention before when I was doing the regular news, and I'll go into that before going into more information, is the June Reiki Sunday special. I have it up until 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where you can get the 2 Reiki sessions that are an hour long, and together the price of it is only $65, and you get an hour long with the group. There's more details on my YouTube community page, on my website, everything like that, but I will also put it in the description. June Sundays. I love the Sunday special, and this time I will be by the beach doing it. So I'm going to be sending Reiki on the beach, and guess what? Next weekend when I am doing it, we have the solstice. So there's going to be the energy of the solstice and the Reiki energy. The solstice is a Saturday night. That energy carries through to the next day. So I'm really excited. Okay, now going back to the situations on hand. We are having a lot of peaceful demonstrations in the U.S., and we want to encourage the energy of peace, which is wonderful. One thing that everyone can do is send pink energy, which is love energy. And most people say, well, I'm not an energy healer. Everybody is an energy healer in some way, shape, or form. Don't realize it, because we're all energy. We can affect change, and we can affect energy. So what you do is you can take on a piece of paper, write down peace to a specific demonstration or post if you want to do it. You can write down peace to your state, peace to the country, peace to the world. Hold it between your hands. And as you breathe in, imagine the light that you're breathing in, the air, turning into pink light, going down into your lungs, out through your arms, and into the paper. Well, it's not the paper. It's really the place, the situation that you want it to. And imagine that filled with pink light. Now, I do this with Reiki. But if you don't have Reiki, it will still be just as effective. And just imagine it. Imagine how wonderful it would be if there were the change in a situation, or if there was the most positive demonstrations. If there were the most positive results from the demonstration. And that's all you do. And do that for 5 minutes. Now, if you meditate, you can do it just as well. When you're meditating, just hold. Because when you're meditating, you're connecting a little easier. But that's another way that you can do it. Now, excuse me 1 second. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, I haven't missed anything right now. Okay. I want to ask all of you, do you have any questions now? Because I've talked for a while, and I want to make sure, are there any questions regarding Reiki about what you can do? Most people don't realize I have a Reiki, I think, for peace, or Reiki for stress, or both. I will look them up. I will place the link. Place those. Use those videos. Actually, Reiki for world peace. I have that playlist. Reiki for world peace. Please use that playlist, because it's not just the U.S. that's having issues. If it was just the U.S., okay, you're like, oh, okay, but it's the whole world that needs its energy. Okay, Savita, the money symbols, I will help you. That's in the practitioner live stream. Okay, for those of you who don't know, this live stream is the general live stream for everyone who follows me on YouTube. At 1 o'clock, I have one for some of the practitioners that I work with. And we go over the attunements they've gone through, and what symbols to use. So I'll be happy to help you during that time. Okay, good question. Okay, about falling asleep when meditating. I have to let you know that has been one of my challenges. So what have I done? I have a tendency that if I sit for more than 5 minutes, I will fall asleep. My husband was so surprised the other night. I was actually awake for a whole hour. And when I sat down, which was amazing. I took a nap during the day. But what I do to help me meditate is I use guided meditations. The guided meditations help me get into a relaxed state. Most of the guided meditations I have and I use usually have 2 or 3 minutes afterwards where you're just listening to music and they don't last more than 15 minutes. That helps me a lot because if I'm guided, I don't fall asleep, and those last 2 or 3 minutes helps the information come to me. When you fall asleep, if you fall asleep, even during guided meditations, what I do is before the meditation starts, I set the intention that should I fall asleep, that I be able to receive the information from the meditation as well as from the universe that I may need to know. I also do that when I send Reiki, when I go to sleep, because you need to do that. If you set the intention, you will receive the information. So just do that, and don't be hard on yourself for falling asleep. You may need the rest, and that rest may allow you to receive information later on. Later on during the day, you may notice that billboard that has the answer you were looking for, but you wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't fallen asleep during a meditation.
Caroline is asking that whenever she meditates and she closes her eyes, she sees a closed.
Okay, Caroline, you mentioned a closed door. All right, a closed door means that you're not allowing something in. If you're seeing that during a meditation, you're closing yourself off from something. If that is happening, do the same thing. Before the meditation, ask that you be open to receiving any information that may come to you. And then meditate. And you may want to try following a guided meditation. I know with one meditation, I was seeing an eye, and it was opening my third eye. That's what happened. So please pay attention to those symbols. Also, whatever you're seeing in meditation, afterwards, take a minute and just write down, closed door. Check to see if there's a color to the door. Is there a special type of wood? Is it metal? Pay attention to all those different details that may give you an idea as to what you're closed off to. Because usually every symbol has more than one meaning. And you may find that it may be a metal door. So then you may want to look up metal in traditional Chinese medicine to see what it symbolizes. Because it may point you, I'll just make believe right now, to an organ. And then you look up, okay, what does the organ symbolize? So it could be, let's make believe, the liver. The liver may symbolize anger. Maybe you're holding anger in. So please be aware that one thing will lead you to another, to another, to another. Okay, and with you. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. And yeah, an eye usually symbolizes a third eye opening up, which is really cool. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Caroline. All right. Now, what else can we do? Let's go back to the topic of dealing with the energy, especially when you're surrounded with it. Now, we've had protests in the city I lived in, and we've been very blessed. They've been very peaceful. And they've had a couple, and they've all been peaceful, and, it's great. But I've also been doing energy work that the city does get peaceful energy. I like to clean the energy of the city. Now, you're wondering, how do I clean the energy of the city I live in? Well, I write down on a piece of paper the city, what my intention is, clearing of any negative, unwanted, unbeneficial, or harmful energy. Then I go outside, and I have a small little black pot, or my father has a grill. We throw in sage. I have Palo Santo, and we light it. And then we burn the paper, and as it burns, I imagine the smoke going throughout the city, clearing it up. Then afterwards, what I do is, on a post this past week on the community page, I think it was this week or last week, I showed the dried roses. I take the dried roses that I have, and then I burn them, and I imagine the energy of love going out. Now, will this stop everything? No, it won't. But it can add to the peaceful vibration that we're trying to bring in. And we try to do this once a month. We try to work with this energy. My father and I will go. He'll get the sage. I'll get the Palo Santo and any other herbs we want to throw in. And that really seems to help. Okay, let me just see. Okay, hi Emma, you're welcome. Pawan, you're welcome. All right, now for today's live stream, I'm only going to stay on a few more minutes only because I have the practitioner live stream and I know that one's going to be a lot more detailed and it's going to require a lot more energy. One thing I wanted all of you to know that while you're on this live stream, you're receiving Reiki. Yes, don't have my hands up, the usual, putting my hands up and sending with an intention. But you will find that when you're working with any or viewing anything from a Reiki practitioner, especially a Reiki master, and it could be any Reiki practitioner, the energy will flow from them. So this video, whether you watch it today, whether you watch it tomorrow, 10 years from now, the energy will flow. It will not be as strong as the ones where I place my hands up because I'm not focusing on that, but you will still receive it, which is wonderful because it may help all of you with this topic of, dealing with the issues around us. Thanks, Michael. I see you. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, hey, you're welcome, Goddess. All right. So now I've told you how to clear the energy, of a location. We talked about bringing energy to the peace world. We talked about you. But how do you handle the stress on your body? Well, one thing most people don't do is drink water. And when you drink water, it not only helps release physically, but because you're releasing physically, the energy is moving, and that's going to help you release energetically. So please, first of all, make sure you're drinking water. Now, sleep may become harder. I know I have challenges. Whenever there's something shifting, whether it's astrologically or something physically, like the coronavirus or the demonstrations, I have challenges sleeping. So what I try to do is, one, make sure I go to bed at the same time, and I cut out any news beforehand. I only try to read headlines once a day in the morning after I've set the tone for my day, after I set the intention, the meditation, and I just glance at the headlines. I don't want to see the full details. When you listen to the TV, not only are you getting the energy of the person from your sight, you're hearing it. So it's coming in multiple ways. So please be aware, whether it's a TV, whether it's your phone, whether it's a laptop, Android, whatever, tablet. If you are using more than one sense, it's going to come in twice as strongly. If you read it, it's still bad. But it's not as bad as, I hate to say, viewing it and listening to it. So please be aware. Try to only do it once a day if you have to. And if you don't have to, don't even do that. And I'm not saying try to ignore the world, but I'm just saying try to ignore the amount of negative energy out there. That'll make a difference. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is that you need to eat well. Now, don't get me wrong, when times of stress, you may have a tendency to eat more snack foods or foods that aren't good for you. I'm going to suggest try adding in more fruit. Not saying cut out all the junk, because that may be hard for some of you. That may be a stress relief. But if you eating a bag of potato chips, then make sure you have some fruit afterwards. If you can cut out snack foods, that's great. But snack foods, unfortunately, have a lot of ingredients that are chemicals your body doesn't recognize. They're not natural in nature. And what they do is they stay in your body. So imagine as if you, and many women can relate to this, and a lot of guys, if you use a lot of hair products every day and don't wash your hair, all those products weigh you down. Well, that's what a lot of the chemicals do in the foods that we eat. So when we eat more of them, then we start to feel even worse. So the foods that you eat will help determine whether or not you can handle the change better or not. And it's something most people don't realize, because when you're stressed, you go for ice cream, the chips, whatever. Unfortunately, that will make a difference. Excuse me, 1 minute. Oh, let's see. I just want to see if I missed anything. So hold on one second.
Sahib is asking
Yes.
why he sees when meditating, why he sees eyes of different colors.
Why, okay, Sahib mentioned a question. Why you see eyes while meditating or of different color? I presume it's the eyes are of different colors. Well, I'm going to suggest, first of all, looking up the colors, symbolism of colors, because it could be that the color is the message for you. So when you're meditating, it's not just opening your third eye, but what is your third eye opening up to? What do the colors represent? And that could be what your third eye is opening you up to. Chips for me, yeah, chips are good. I have to admit, I can't eat most chips. I have a lot of allergies, so I can only eat certain ones. But we've gone through a lot of chips. And with the chips, I've made sure that even though they're healthy, natural, organic, if they have 4 or 5 ingredients, it's a lot. I make sure I have vegetables and fruits as well. Green apples. Green apples sound good, Dr. Kennedy. Thank you. Yeah, apples are good. All right, then one last tip before we go. The last tip that I find that really helps me is placing my hands over my heart chakra. Now, it's placing your hands over your heart chakra, but it's placing your hands, breathing in, and as you breathe in, imagine that it's pink light coming in. And as you imagine the pink light, imagine that the pink light fills the heart chakra up with soothing energy. Now, for those of you who can't visualize, as you breathe in, feel how soothing the energy is, because the pink light is soothing. So just feel it. If you're one who can't feel energy, what I'm suggesting is when you breathe in, have something like chimes around, any music that you find soothing, so that that sound will penetrate just as well. Because I know not everybody can hear it. If you can't hear it, what about tasting it? For some of you who can taste energy, you can taste it like lavender or roses. Some of you may need to smell it, so you may need to place an essential oil near you or a flower if you have it. And just breathe it in. For me, I like to do this while I'm outside, and if we planted we have rose bushes, and I like to breathe in their scent as I do this. And that helps soothe me. Of course, you can play the Reiki videos, any of the Reiki videos for peace or to relieve stress. You can do that at the same time. So even if you can't feel it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, hear it, whatever, play the Reiki videos and do that, and that can help as well. Now I'm going to see if there are any last comments before we go. Let's see. I like to pass it with organic ones, are just as bad. Well, for some people you are. Please remember, not all foods are the same. So even if something is labeled quote unquote organic, doesn't mean it's good for you. Good. Just like with the Reiki videos. People think Reiki videos are the same. They're not. You can play 999 of my videos and the 1,000th one will feel different. Or you may say, I played every single one of your videos, Lourdes, and they're all great. And that's perfect. And someone may say, I played all of them and they didn't do anything for me. Well, then I always say, try a different Reiki person. Your energy should be compatible with the energy of the Reiki practitioner who's channeling it. And this is something most people don't realize, that if your energy is not compatible, it won't work. So try asking the universe, universe, before I do this Reiki session, can you make my energy compatible with the Reiki that Lourdes is channeling? And that may help you even more. Okay, do you have to put your hands up to receive? Okay. Oh, thanks, Michael. No, people always ask me that. I have a frequently asked questions playlist that I have on all of the latest videos, I think for the last 5 years, linked. In my latest videos, it's actually a link. As soon as I say, if you have any questions, please go to frequently asked questions playlist. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is sit back, close your eyes, and relax. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put up your hands. You don't have to be contorted. Someone else asked me, and I wanted to address this before we go. What about having your hands crossed or your legs crossed while receiving Reiki? When people receive Reiki in person, many people are told you can't cross your legs, you can't wear jewelry, you can't wear your glasses. I disagree with all of that because I meditate and cross my legs and play videos on, sing songs, wear jewelry, wear my glasses. Doesn't affect the energy. What affects the energy is how open you are to receiving it and how much the person, the Reiki master, the Reiki practitioner can channel. So please be aware that yes, you can even play it while you're doing something else in the room. Just minimize and mute it. Will you receive as much energy? You may receive it, but you won't recognize it or notice it as much as you are if you close your eyes and relax. The reason being, when you close your eyes, that already puts you in another altered state because it allows you to use the other senses to perceive energy. When you have them open, you're just looking and you're not aware of the other senses as much. All right, let's see. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here. I look forward to posting some more. And of course, for everyone who's bought the June Reiki Sunday special, looking forward to sharing that tomorrow with everyone. It'll be very exciting. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, everyone. I'll talk to everyone during the week on my post. Bye-bye.